I get the itchy finger hitting that fucking every time for you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's go. You guys want to race? I found something for Mike. I think that he's gonna like this.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? All right.
Any cheesy device or thing you can load up is perfectly fine with me.
All right, cool. Give me 1 second. Boom, bang. Look at this shit.
Hold on, I can help with this.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot to have it ready.
There you go.
Boom. Mike, I found you horses. I couldn't label the name, so we're just gonna have to pick a horse that we want. But I found you horses, brother. So let's race some horses here. Which one do you want? Do you want to be the guy on the top, the guy in the middle, or the one on the bottom in the purple shirt?
Who gets first pick? Last week's winner?
Yeah, take it. Take whatever horse you want.
I'll take lane 2.
All right, cool. Streetz, what do you want? One or 3?
Doesn't, whatever.
All right, I'll take 3. All right, I got 3. Let's go. You guys ready?
Oh, we got music.
Oh, didn't see that coming.
Last pick, just like I wanted. Good.
Who's it gonna be? A long race. I don't know if this is gonna end.
What did you do to us here?
I think it's it's over. I think it was over because they crossed the finish line and he was doing this clapping.
Yeah.
I think it's just.
So was it?
We
Who was
were
it?
sat here watching
Me,
that
Streetz,
30
Lovendall? Is that how it went? Is that how it went down? Or was it Streetz, me, Lovendall? I couldn't even fucking pay attention. That music was driving me crazy.
Oh man!
All right, Streetz, do you want first pick or do you want second pick?
Hold on, fix this. Where we at here? Oh, which one is it?
This one. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
All right. So we know next time not to do that one. I'll have to find a better horse racing.
I'll go second. That's fine. You can go.
You go second. All right. Cool. All right. So this is exciting. This is my favorite thing to do. Wrestling drafts. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 4 horsemen of all-time tag team drafts. So if you guys weren't here last week, we're instead of Mount Rushmore, so it was Mike Dogg's idea to do 4 horsemen. So we're drafting our top 4 of all time. Looks like I'm starting up first, Streetz second, Mike Dogg third. I mean, who's the biggest tag team on this block right here? It is what a rush. Give me the Legion of Doom. Give me the Road Warriors. These guys were just iconic, man. There's very few guys in wrestling that you would say if you saw them in a bar, you'd be scared to go up to. These guys are just absolute animals. Them, Haku, just absolute bad dudes. Plus, they were great in the ring. NWA tag champs, WCW tag champs, WWF tag champs. Intimidating. The face paint, the spikes. These guys were everything. These guys are my greatest tag team of all time and my number 1 on my 4 horsemen of tag teams.
That was like the most predictable pick for you, probably of all time, right there for you. I knew that's where that was going. That's why I gave you 1 though, because I was like, we're probably the fun part of this compared to the all-time list is we all probably have the same top 10, top 15, top 20, whatever all time on the singles list. Tag team wrestling, you love it. It's okay to me. It's probably going to be all over the place for this one. So that's what I think is going to be kind of fun here.
Hey, Tim, I just want to say you said Legion of Doom is the guys that you'd really be scared of if you seen in a bar. I just want to say that most of these mongrels that wrestle for a living, I'd probably be intimidated by at a bar.
I'm just saying.
Out there.
You're looking at like Edge, Christian, the Hardys, even Bret Hart.
Bushwhacker Luke scares me at a bar.
Well, yeah, you bite your forehead. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. These other guys, But yeah,
great pick though. Great pick. I mean, hey, maybe one of the most iconic starts to a theme song. You know, you got your Broken Glass, Stone Cold stuff, but what a rush! I mean, that got little me going. It gets big me going. Like I was like, you know, like as a little kid, I was fired up. As an adult, just as fucking fired up.
I tried to get for our thumbnail, but I couldn't find a picture. It just didn't work. But I tried to put Caleb Williams' head on Paul Ellering when I was doing the thing. I know
that would have been awesome.
But I found when he was reading the folder, but it worked out. Maybe I'm just scarred from having, since I've watched the era now a couple times, from having to watch LOD 2000 and watch that debacle go down. And I didn't really watch the early 90s. But I get it. Anyways, I'll go. This is easy for me. The GOAT tag team by far. Somebody said it in the comments already, so it was clear there. We're going to take this one to the penitentiary. Since day one-ish, the top tag team of all time is the Usos.
I didn't say anything because I want to see Mike's reaction. I wanted to gauge something from Mike that the Usos are the second best team of all time.
I feel like, you know, the Usos were not on my, you know, radar right here, but I understand why they would be for you young bucks as the elder statesman again. I'll just say that. No, great pick.
They're definitely a little bit more these days than all time, but
yeah, I fucked up. I should have definitely included them on this screen somewhere. They belong. They're up there. They're absolutely up there.
I'm just glad you left someone off the graphic.
Yo, what's up, Fletch? Yeah, there's gonna be a Dynamite watch along going on here about 35 minutes for sure, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Smash that like button. Appreciate you. Mike Dogg.
You get 2.
Am I on the clock for 2 right here?
3 and 4, baby.
Now, as much as I wanted to take like a squad, like, you know me, I'm Vinnie Mac and I love the Behemoths. I thought about going like Mega Powers or something right here, but I thought it might be a little early. I think I'm gonna surprise you right here. I'm gonna take the Dudley Boys.
No,
Ooh.
Get the tables.
Get the tables out. I mean, maybe the most fun tag team of all time, the most fan engaging excitement tag team. You know what I mean? Like where you're just like, I mean, I guess it wasn't what's next after a while. We knew they were gonna go get the fucking tables, but you wanted the tables. You needed the tables.
No, they're awesome.
Great pick. Yeah, they're probably the second best tag team of all time for sure. That's a great pick.
Tag team era is just my favorite. You know, I just love tag teams. I just thought when I was a kid, sorry to throw this back a little bit, but when I was a kid, I thought it was cool that you had like a right-hand man or a road dog. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you believe a lot more, right? You know, and you're like, these are the guys. This guy decided me and you were going to go into battle. You know what I mean? This was your road dog. Oh, did I just say road dog? No. I didn't do that.
Streetz was about to be salty.
But I did. I think I'm going to surprise you here too, and I'm going to take New Day.
The New Day. New Day rocks. Wow, little fiddling in the modern. I'm impressed.
Not see that coming, Mike Dogg. That's a hell of a swing for you right there, bro.
What do you think about it? What do you think?
All right, well,
New Day and Dudley Boys, pretty good. I mean, was it a reach?
No, I don't think any of those picks were reaches. No, none of them. You can argue that any of those teams are the greatest team of all time.
Really?
Yeah, New Day included. Yep. Yeah, I think obviously LOD for reasons I said, the Usos I think they're the best team of this generation. The New Day and the New Day is right there with them. Dudley is probably the best team in the Attitude Era for sure. Yeah, man. Any of these teams you could argue is the best tag team of all time. Really good swing.
Fun draft, boys. Fun draft. Love these wrestling teams.
No, you should have. When you said the words, you should have taken them when you did it, when you said it. Because if you did not take them, I was going to take them, obviously, right here. But they saved tag team wrestling in the Attitude Era. By far the most entertaining that they threw out there. And yeah, the New Age Outlaws, for sure. That's my personal.
Oh, you didn't know?
Obviously, the Usos, I think, are the best overall body of work, everything that they put into it. But like my personal favorite of all time is easily the New Age Outlaws.
What a great team, great pick.
They were just fun. Obviously DX helps a fucking ton out of that whole thing. But every week the shenanigans and everything they were pulling, super.
The whole crowd just did the intro, bro. Like it was.
Oh, you didn't know?
You know, I love a good intro, bro. That's what gets the people going. It's provocative.
Yo ass better call somebody.
Oh man, another one that just absolutely gets me fucking amped, dude.
Can you dig it? All right, great pick. Great pick. Two just random guys, too, just floating in mediocrity of their careers, put together in gold. Just fucking gold. Speaking of gold, Chef just said, brother tag team, Harlem Heat. That would be a great pick. Just not yet. Not here at pick 6. For me, I'm going to take another team who has done it everywhere. WWF tag team champions, NWA tag team champions, WCW tag team champions, IWGP tag team champions. God, man, these guys just work horses. Even before Scotty came around, Rick was there doing his thing, part of the varsity club with Rotundo. And then Scotty came around, and when Rick got a little bit older, Scotty just turned himself into world champion material. Just two, I said earlier, you don't want to find LOD in a bar. You do not want to find Rick and Scotty at a bar. Dude. These guys, legit badasses. Give me the Steiner brothers here at pick 6. And then pick 7.
Love that pick, by the way. Before you get off of it, I just want to say, great fucking pick. Love the Steiners. What's crazy to me is how Rick Steiner, in my youth, they were like the all-American boys, brothers. They had this such a squeaky clean, like good, and then he became just like an obnoxious piece of shit. And I mean, I love the flip. Not a lot of guys can do a flip like that, but like I'm just saying the drastic. I love. I love the Steiners. Great pick.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I was honestly surprised, and that's fucking hilarious, Bakley. Steiner Mass has picked 6 adds up. I was surprised that the Steiners were still here at 6. I thought that you would take them, Mike, or that they would go at some point earlier. I didn't think Streetz would take them. I thought I had Streetz pegged for the Usos and New Age Outlaws, but I thought you would take the Steiner brothers, Mike. I was surprised they got to 6. And pick 7. This one's really tough for me. Man, it's like childhood or attitude era. Man, it's fucking tough. They just look so good in those belts. Like, so good.
Oh, God, they do look so fucking good.
Well, I'm taking them just because of how good they look. Yo, give me the Rhino. Give me the Hitman at pick 7. Give me the Hart Foundation, dude. This was a legitimate tag team. Oh, man, they were the heels early on with Jimmy Hart as their manager, transitioning into that face tag team, getting the belts from Demolition finally. This team thrust Bret Hart into his singles career. Bret Hart's really the first guy I can remember going tag team to mid-card to world champion. He was like the first guy I could really recall making those progressional steps. And look at how good they look in those belts.
Well,
give me the Hart Foundation.
He was younger. He was a singles wrestler before a tag team too, though, right? So.
What was he singles before the Hart Foundation got to? I know he was singles out in the
Calgary and stuff.
Yeah.
But he was huge there. He was a champion there. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He was big homeboy there, you know, young fucking gun. But yeah, no, great fucking pick. God, they do look so fucking great. I'll tell you, there's something about that 90s hot pink and black that just like, whoo!
Bro.
I told you, I'm 40 years old and I still want to ask Bret Hart to put pink fucking glasses on me. Weird or not, it's going to happen for me. I might wait till I make it older and make it more awkward.
Yeah, but again, those belts, so good on those two guys. And the Anvil, want to give him his credit. The Anvil was a badass in that squad. But what's up, Steven? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Faced Ming and Barbarian. Yeah, they were a fun team. Yo, my guy, Henry. It's been a minute, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for tuning in. The Skyscrapers are an underrated
in
team.
Joe Hendry.
Don't Tell Owen. Rock and Roll Express. Midnight Express. Oh, Steven's throwing back to that NWA fine era right there.
Oh, love that. Fabulous Freebirds with Michael P.S. Hayes. Shout out to my boy Josh, who loves Michael Pure Sexy Hayes.
Is that what PS stood for?
Yeah, you fucking better believe it, dude. You don't know Michael fucking P.S. Hayes coming out doing his little shimmy and his walk. Michael Pure Sexy Hayes. God, he was an 80s fucking, just a weird 80s rocker dude that probably hates on dudes that dress like chicks nowadays. All those old 80s rockers dudes that teased their hair and wore eye makeup are now a little different. Fabulous Freebirds were a great fucking tag team, though. I fucking love those guys. Yeah. Was it Terry Gordy, too? Terry Gordy and Michael P.S. Hayes? Gordy? Terry Gordy, right?
Terry Gordy, Michael P.S. Hayes, and Jimmy. Oh my God! No, I see him. He's got the black, long, curly hair. I used to love Midnight Express though, and the Rock and Roll Express. There's whoa. Maybe I'm saying too much. I wish that's why I was asking before we did the draft if we all had the same GOAT tag team so we can just eliminate them. So maybe we all get like an extra pick or something. But
I wanted to pick my 4 favorite tag teams. So I think they would have been 4 different ones from you. I'm going off guys I fucking Jimmy Jam.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, good. That was a great pull right there. Arn and Tully. Oh yeah.
Truth and Little Jimmy. Fucking goof. Oh, the Brainbusters, Horseman. Yeah, it's a good squad for sure.
Great pulls there, right there. I love that.
All right, Mike Dogg. Who do you got at 8?
Is it my pick?
Streetz. No, it's my apologies. It's Streetz. Who do you have?
No, you took too long and we skipped you.
This is easy. At this point, they got to take them. Should I do the dance? The Hardy dance? I'm going to take the Hardy Boys.
Oh, okay. All right. They're still going. They were just the TNA.
They also have won titles everywhere.
Yes. Yes, they have. Everywhere. It's a good pick. I thought you might go somewhere else with it. A little surprised there, but it's a good pick.
I still got one more, right? So
I got 2 picks left, and as much as I thought about going like, I don't know, like maybe Money Inc. here with Erwin R. Shyster and Ted DiBiase, I don't think they didn't quite make my 4 horsemen. This was a great draft. There's some good teams. Oh, Powers of Pain. I love all the polls from the crowd here. Oh, great.
Wonderful. There it is. Mike Dogg.
Yes.
Put him in that pit, baby.
Oh, such a great.
Bushwhackers, some nasty boys, baby. We're born on the bad side, and that means trouble for you, baby.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
Love it.
I feel like you know what they say, right? You're always prepared to get punched in the mouth, and a lot of these squads just kind of punched me in the mouth, and I want to take. There's just so many good ones. I'm going to take Edge and Christian.
figured they were going one of these two for you.
And as much as I really, God,
Edge Christian
God, I
and the
wanted
Hardy
to
Boys was like man, fun times. They have those two.
I wanted to take the herdsmen or the bushwhackers, as you Americans might call them.
Edge and Christian.
He took Edge and Christian. He took
Great.
I really wanted to take fun, just old. Yes.
That's who I was gonna take when I took the Heart
Thank
Foundation. That's who I was between Edge and Christian and the Heart Foundation. Great pick.
There's just so many good options that just
make it nasty. Just take the nasty
or just. If I would have done just the favorites, they would have been there. But I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna surprise you guys. And since I talked about him so much, and he was one of my favorite guys as a kid, and my buddy Josh, he would just kill me if I didn't take him. I told him about this draft earlier, and we were talking about him, and he was just, I don't know. He was almost like HBK before HBK. I'm telling you. I bet you got some of the vibe from him. And British Bulldogs, another great poll. And I'm going to take the fabulous Freebirds. And
Love it.
Throw a curveball. I know that's not a sexy pick, but it's pure sexy to me. Let's go.
It's a great pick, my dog. And you have 2 teams of 3 on your squad. You really did this well because you got extras on your team. You had 3 Freebirds and 3 New Day. That's big right there.
I mean, it's quantity over quality, I guess.
Great picks. You got just like last time, you got a nasty slate of talent on your squad.
Super fun draft. Lots of talent everywhere.
God, so much.
Oh, let's see here. You know what? I had it down to a couple here. I figured that no chance Edge and Christian were getting back, but let's do it. 10-time tag team champions. That's why I put them on the thumbnail. I'm taking the Harlem Heat as my 4th tag team.
Nice pick.
Can you dig it?
I was gonna go there.
Nice pick. Nice pick. They were fun. They helped get me into WCW when I was a kid. Then when they were in one of the original War Games matches as we were growing up, and they were against Sting Squad. I think they teamed with Sid and Vader, I want to say. And they were their names were Cole and I forgot the other one, but they had different names. They weren't Stevie Ray and Booker T. So that was interesting.
I used to WCW, the old horrible video game, Nitro and Thunder, were not great video games, but I used to always love rolling Booker T in those.
It's good. It's another guy who went on to major singles success from being in a great tag team. A lot of these guys on the screen ended up being world champions. I mean, Scott Steiner, Edge, Christian, Bubba Ray, Jeff, Booker T, Hitman.
Freebirds.
Were they world champions? Shit,
they were
Big
world
E,
champions. Thank you.
Big E and fucking Kofi Kingston. A couple more world champions right there. So, yeah. Pick 12. Last pick. God, there's so many good tag teams. I don't want this to ever end. I don't want this to ever go.
I know.
No Young Bucks.
Disaster.
Oh, yeah. What were you saying?
Natural Disasters pull, too. That's a great pull. Didn't they just go into the hall? That's a great pull.
Sure did. Earthquake and Typhoon. God, there were these teams when we were younger were just so different, man. All the characters between the Nasty Boys, the Bushwhackers, Money Inc., like you mentioned, Natural Disaster, the Heart Foundation, and I think there was one other team that when my first team that I selected was running around the NWA back in the day as just monsters with face paint doing their thing. WWF wanted to replicate just a little bit. And, I won't say they were as good, but damn it, they were good, and damn it, they should have been in the Hall of Fame by now. And they finally signed Legends deals, and I believe that they will be going into the Hall of Fame next year, hopefully. And give me Demolition at pick 12. They were
yes.
they were
Another 3-man squad. Crush.
Rush. That's right. Yeah.
Crush was the third person on Demolition. Another great one from my childhood.
Man, such a fun team. The face paint just imposing. You know, when I go back and watch is like actual like their size. They weren't very physically imposing, especially when they were going up against the Powers of Pain, Barbarian, and Warlord, like so much bigger. But they were a fun team. There's another guys. You got the masks, you got the face paint, you got some sort of variation of spikes and leather. As a kid, nothing beats that kind of stuff. That's the Vinnie Mac did so good with characters as we were kids growing up. Like eventually he couldn't get out of characters, and that's kind of what hurt them in the mid 90s with the Attitude Era stuff, or before the Attitude Era. But man, the characters while we were growing up were a lot of fun.
Some shout outs to some squads, maybe not picked. I had wrote a whole bunch of ones I knew that weren't going to get picked. The Godwins, the Hollywood Blondes, with your goat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. That was a fun
Rock
team.
and Roll Express, Bushwhackers, Rockers. How about the Gangsters from ECW?
The Gangsters. I thought about the Rockers. I really contemplated the Rockers.
Headbangers.
Mosh and Threat. They were tag champs. That's what I was going to say about the Rockers, though. They weren't tag champs. I couldn't feasibly pick this team if they never won WWF Tag Team Gold. It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
Oh, that was good. That was a lot of fun. Oh, look at these tag teams. You got the Rougeau brothers. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. How about the
Dogs?
Oh, fuck. What the fuck were they called?
Killer Bees. Dr.
Killer
Death.
Bees.
Bam Bam. The Body Donnas. Now we're just naming those gimmick teams. Smoking Guns.
How about Shane Douglas and Ricky Steamboat in WCW? Remember their run? They reversed the Hollywood Blondes.
That's when Shane Douglas was just
Douglas and Ricky Steamboat.
Yep.
Too cool. Yeah, no, that was a good era.
There was, my era when I started watching all this was like when Vince was just throwing people together, like just taking people and pairing them together. Which kind of they've done for a whole while in WWE now. So you had like the Rock and Sock connection, and all these goofy tag teams.
X-Pac and Kane.
X-Pac and Kane. That's
that
was
Orient Express.
Like that's
X-Pac
probably why my
and
tag
Kane.
team love is so
X-Pac and
low.
Kane was an awesome tag team. I do think it's cool that we didn't take any of those makeshift tag teams that you just mentioned, Streetz. The Rock and Sock, fun team, didn't warrant the list. Mike Dogg, the Mega Powers, again, great team.
Ultimate Maniacs or
Ultimate. What about the Brothers of Destruction? They could have probably made the list, but
they're borderline. They're right there. They were like in between, just the like
Sergeant Slaughter and like Nikolai Volkov were a tag team for a while.
There was some fun. Fun
Dusty
teams.
Rhodes and Dick Murdoch. Who just said that? I didn't see who said that.
Henry or Chi-Town brother.
Henry. My guy was talking about that. Oh my God. I was telling my buddy Josh, I was like, Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch. My buddy Josh told me that earlier today. He's like, throw it in the Wayback Machine. And I was like, dude, my buddy Tim does such a great Dusty Rhodes. Give me a Dusty Rhodes, bro. Come on. Give me a Dusty.
You see, back in the day, before I was the NWA World Champion, I was floating around Texas and the Floridas with Dick Murdoch, and we were running Florida's tag team division. Then we would to Texas. We would take that tag team division. The old man Vince and his old Pepe, he never wanted me in the WWF. When his old man wanted me, he put me in fucking polka dot, that piece of shit. But me and Dick, we did well together on the Indies, baby. We won a lot of tag team gold in Florida, baby. Yes, we did, Daddy.
Yes, we did, Daddy. I love it. God, it was so good. Oh, the Blade Runners, good pull. That was a great pull. They were huge. I don't want to say
it. Did you pick your last one, by the way, before I start?
Oh, yeah, we're done. Yeah, we can roll. Yeah, we're good.
Who'd you take?
Go.
Demolition.
Oh, yeah. Demolition. No, the Outsiders, huh?
Oh.
I thought they might go, and it was, I was tempted.
Scott Hall and
Kevin
Scott
Nash.
Hall and Mr. Perfect and AWA were a tag team.
The Outsiders probably should have went. They probably should have went over Demolition.
Let's just say this though.
I'm just
Scott
happy you didn't take somebody else.
Scott Hall will make an appearance on these drafts. Please believe that.
Well, especially when we do our 4 Horseman draft of guys to never win the world championship, he'll definitely be popping
4
on
Horsemen
that.
Of guys who could talk a little shit, Chico.
And I'm so happy the chat didn't say this team either. You didn't pick them. The chat hasn't said them. Thank you all for keeping Young Bucks off this list.
It was mentioned.
Did they? Oh,
I
thought nobody
I think it
said
was. I think it was said in jest, though. I don't think it was serious. I think Henry said it a little bit earlier.
I was impressed. I was going to give everybody a round of applause for keeping them out.
There's chance in fuck I'm taking those 2 little jizzes on my fucking list, dude. Are you kidding me? We're taking these big, massive men, face paint, leather, spikes, and you want me to take 2 5'8", 142-pound guys who, sure, they can put on good matches, but they don't fit into this. They don't fit at all.
You know the rule too. You said it. It's not just my rule. You're the one who kind of founded the rule, but it's the perfect rule. You can't go on any. To me, at least the tag team itself or someone from the tag team, somehow, some way, you got to do it on the big stage. You just have to. If they get old in one day and some crazy shit happens and they come over and whatever, I don't know, they'd probably be too old at that point when they came over. But the fact that they've never gone to WWE and done it on that stage, they'll never crack this list for me. So they're just Kurt Warner in the Arena League. That's what they are. Kurt Warner playing Arena League football right now.
You have the 4 best tag teams from 1991. I'm just telling you, like, this is if you were to blind look at these drafts and we would switch me and you, we totally would. You would have Dudley's, New Day, Edge and Christian, maybe not Freebird. That's a wild card for me. But I would totally go Legion of Doom, Steiner's, Heart Foundation, Demolition. That was my favorite era of tag teams. I love that era. That was my era. It was incredible. I fucking loved it. I love your draft. I'm just going to say that, Tim. Great.
I thought you both would take all tag teams from that era. I figured you both were going to go. That's why, Mike, you threw me off. I like it. I'm shocked with a couple of those picks, but I thought you both were just going to stick right in that era.
Hey, game recognized game, playa.
It's a good draft.
I thought I'd be the only one taking new teams or newer teams.
I wanted to take, like I said, just favorites and bring out some of these polls like the Blackjacks and like the Bushwhackers and shit. I just think it would have been a fun fucking.
We should have put some rules on there. Maybe the next one we do, we'll throw some rules on there. We got to take like a 70s team, whatever. We can figure that out. What's good, Dr. Nix? Thanks for tuning in, bro. AEW Dynamite Watch Along coming here in about 5 minutes, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. It was a fun draft, though, boys.
You know, I'd take above the Young Bucks. If we're going to use modern teams that are currently doing it, I'd take the Street Profits over the Young Bucks.
I'd still take the Young Bucks. They've done a lot more, even though not WWE, but, I digress.
Nasty Boys should have been picked. I just feel like they should have been. I feel like it's a really gross letdown. Our cover photo is the fucking Nasty Boys. We do an all-time tag team draft, and we're like, "Nyet."
We should have just taken them as like the number 1, like the mountains made out of the Nasty Boys, and everything else is like chiseled around them or something.
Oh yeah, that's what we'll say. But hey, we'll edit this out. Nasty Boys weren't picked today because they are our clear number 1 for all of us. And since they are the cover photo, we didn't want to show our biasness and have one of them show our bias and have one of them on our squad because that's automatic winner. Yeah, no doubt.
It's a good strategy right there, for sure. For sure.
Good stuff. I'm glad we got to do tag teams for you too and get it out of the way.
Appreciate you tuning in, brother.
I despise tag teams, so that's what I love.
Quebecers. That's what I was trying to think of when he said Rougeau brothers. I was picturing the other spot with the Quebecers. That's a great pull right there. Love that.
So many good tag teams. So many good teams.
So many good ones.
All right, fellas.
We could have a whole pot of guys that we thought should have been tag teams or that could have been tag teams.
Do a supplementary.
I mean, we're going to get nerdy with it. We're going to get nerdy with it.
Well, that's a whole because then you could start just bringing in all the guys that just got paired together and won a title. It might have been one time that they won a title, but it was fun for a month or whatever. You could even.
I told you when I was a kid, I loved the Rockers and Hart Foundation, and then when Michaels and Bret Hart, those were my two favorite guys, and they started beefing, and I was like, no. And then I had this like young idea of here's like 8 or 9-year-old me had this romanticized idea of like, well, maybe they'll become a tag team, and it'll be Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. And I always thought, like, as a little kid, that was my wrestling fantasy as a little kid.
That's a squad right there.
Like I forgot about that. Like there was another one.
Who?
I'm talking about Team Hell No.
Oh yeah, they were fun.
Like those are the fringe teams that we could sit here for an hour on.
Hey, there's nothing better than dudes just naming dudes. There's just nothing better. You could say, hey, don't fight it. You like it. Stop it.
Oh shit. Too funny. You boys got anything else before we get out of here?
No, I'm tag teamed out.
Okay. All right.
Tag him out.
Knicks are up 6 on the Celtics right now. I just saw. So we got game 5 going on right there. And I got a little NHL tonight. We got what is tonight? AEW Dynamite. Watch along coming with Justin Kayla. I'll stop in for a little bit as well. Coming right here. So if you're watching, thank you guys for tuning in. And if you're on Twitter, I see 50 of you guys watching live on Twitter right now. Really appreciate you guys being here the whole show. Again, swing on over to YouTube, Circle of Debate. Subscribe to the